Hey y'all, Miss Kennedy here from Algebra Student, and today we're looking at multiplying binomials. But I want to talk to you if you're somebody who says, I want to be a writer. I want to be this person in my life. I want this career that's not going to use math. I don't need this stuff. I don't need algebra except that you need it for a high school diploma, right? I mean, that's, you're like, I need a high school diploma because I got to get that stepping stone, but I don't like need the math so much. And I get it. I mean, I get that's one of the hoops you have to jump through, just like passing. Oh, where'd that come from? Just like passing government or, some of your literature classes. Although if you're wanting to be a writer, those are probably the classes you really enjoy and you look forward to. And that's fine. That's great. So that's a big part of what I am about with Algebra Student is helping people who say, I'm not going into a math or science field. I just need to pass algebra and move on with my life, And so I get that. I completely understand that perspective. And so I want to help you with it. So what we're doing today is called multiplying binomials. And so I think that if you're somebody that wants to write or you have really good language skills, great vocabulary, that kind of thing, then this is one of those times when you can kind of apply that to math just a tad, just a little bit, just enough to maybe get you to be like, okay, I can get through this lesson because of this. Okay, so if we're multiplying binomials, you probably hear, oops, you hear my mistake. There we go. All right, so binomials has two parts, just like a bicycle has two wheels, right? I mean, you know that about language, you know that about prefixes and stuff like that. And, I won't get into that because you know more about it than I do. I need a thicker pinpoint there. Okay, so when we're multiplying binomials, it just means we're multiplying two things that have two parts in them. So like this one has 7x and a minus 4. So that's those two parts. And then we're multiplying those two pieces together. So we're multiplying this binomial times this binomial. Okay. So it really just is, it's not a bad process. You're just doing the distributive property, but you're doing it twice. And so it's like twos just keep coming back in this example for multiplying binomials. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start with a 7x and you're going to distribute it. So just pretend in your mind, that this is 7x times x minus 2. And just think, okay, I would get 7x squared and I would distribute and get minus 14x. Yeah. So that's what we're doing here. 7x times x is 7x squared. And 7x times negative 2, that'd be negative 14x. Okay. And then let's change the color. Then you're going to distribute the negative 4. So then you're just going to say, okay, like a brand new problem, I'm going to do negative 4 times x minus 2. And so you distribute there and get negative 4x, and negative times negative is positive. 4 times 2 is 8. All right. Here's where I want to show you a little trick that I think is very helpful. So when we get negative 4x here, when we do, oh, come on. There we go. When we do negative 4 times x and get negative 4x, I'm going to look for a place down here where I can line it up and put them in, together. So negative 4x is not an x squared term, so I'm not going to put it with the 7x squared, but it is an x term just like negative 14x. So I'm going to put them in line with each other. And you'll see why in just a minute. And then negative 4 times negative 2, that's a positive 8. And so I'm just going to put it off over to the side because x squared is not just a plain number. X is not a plain number, but 8 is just a plain number. It's called a constant. That's the vocabulary word for it. But so what I've done by doing that, I've automatically got my like terms in order. You'll hear your teacher probably say combine like terms, and they're just saying put together the things that are similar or the same, I guess. Okay. Ooh, that bright blue looks nice to me. All right, so I'm going to bring down 7x squared because there's not any x squareds to combine with that. That's the only one. So just bring it straight down. And then the next thing we have is these x terms right here. They're in line. So negative 14 minus 4. So that's a negative 18. And those are x terms. And then we have the little +8 at the end. And so there's nothing else with it. There's nothing else in line with it. There's not any other things to combine. So it's just +8 that you bring down. That's your answer. So you're done at that point. As far as multiplying binomials, you distribute and you do it twice. So even if you're not a math person, if you're just like, I'm going to be a writer, I'm going to change the world, but in a different way than using math, but math is going to be a step that gets you closer to that dream. So I hope that helps. Thanks. Bye.